Ușor, băieți! Haideți! Știu că puteți! Să vedem ce e aici! Hai să vedem ce e aici!
Hai cu mănușii!
Hai! Ia să vedem ce e aici!
According to YouTube's algorithm, over 99% of the people who watch my videos aren't actually subscribed. So if you enjoy this kind of content and want to support the work that goes into it, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell. It's free for you, but it means the world to me. Today, we're following in the footsteps of a true magnet fishing veteran, the YouTube channel Crazy Seeker. This guy has been posting content for over 8 years, and he's the kind who's probably dropped a magnet into every pond, river, and well he could find. In this video, he takes things to the next level, lowering his magnet into an old well dating back to 1965. And honestly, there's something special about wells. Unlike rivers, they hold a kind of mystery. You never know what might come out of them, a relic from another era or just a rusty bucket. But this time, our protagonist actually hit the jackpot.
It seems we have another catch, which is also quite heavy.
Although, fair warning, his voice sounds a bit like a cyborg because he's using an automated translator, not his real voice.
At the beginning, this catch didn't want to stick to the magnet properly, but now we see that it happened. Now our task is to carefully get this catch from the well. I now look at the magnet and see nothing. It's kind of weird. Does it seem to me, or am I starting to see something on the bottom side of a magnet? Something like a tin can or a piece of pipe. Yes, it is definitely a tin can, or a paint can. There is something inside this jar. I hear something rustling inside.
Something about this feels a little too perfect, if you ask me. How could that jar land exactly centered on the magnet like that? It almost looks like it was placed there on purpose. Still, let's give him the benefit of the doubt and see what's inside.
А может просто найди какой-то гвоздь, открыть гвоздем?
Да нету нигде гвоздя, когда
Ну
он
давай,
нужен.
давай посмотрим, на что ты мастак.
Как где тут где-то?
Я не знаю. Загнал в середину крышку, прикиньте.
Лучше
а теперь как вы вытянуть?
Лучше не сделал.
Ну тебя подворачивает в эту сторону. Ну что?
Да не вижу ничего.
О, она уже открылась.
О,
смотри.
Just look at the filling of this jar. We see a big bunch of coins here. Looks like this is our first treasure in the well. There are really a lot of coins here. That's why the bank had such a weight. Now I see that we have mainly Soviet coins, coins of the late Soviet era. We've got work to do at our leisure. We will go through all these coins. We will revise each of these coins, because for among the Soviet coins of this period, there are many rare years.
The jar's full of old coins, and honestly, they look like they could be worth quite a bit to collectors. A truly fascinating find that could bring in some decent cash. If I were him, I'd probably keep them, not just for the value, but because I've got a bit of a soft spot for coins myself. I even have my own collection at home. But still, something doesn't quite add up. This discovery is too perfect. It definitely makes you think. What do you guys think? Is it legit or just a well-crafted setup? Let's talk about it in the comments. Maybe you spotted something I missed. What's the cyborg hiding, really? Check Diggers is a YouTube channel dedicated to the creator's two main passions, metal detecting and magnet fishing. In this video, he decided to explore an extremely old well, one that dates back to before World War II. And I have to say, the discoveries he made absolutely shocked me. After doing some research on the topic, I can confidently say these are some of the most astonishing finds ever pulled from a well by a magnet fishing YouTuber.
Nekecej. Ty vole. No tak zase si zapálím.
He found a German Mauser bayonet from World War II, a weapon that was part of the standard gear for German soldiers, usually attached to the end of their rifles and used for close combat when ammunition ran out. And if you think that was it, just wait. Seconds later, he finds another one.
Je náš?
Je náš. No tak. Wow. No tak to je pecka. 2 bodáčky.
Nádhera.
To je nádhera. No tak ještě jsme dneska vyjeli, Pájo.
Now that's what I call luck. If these bayonets are properly restored, they could be worth a good amount of money to collectors. I even managed to find the exact same model for sale on eBay. That's roughly $400 in just a few minutes. Magnet fishing is starting to look more and more profitable. But hold on, because the next discovery takes things to another level.
No nekecej, bouchačka. Hej, to není bouchačka. Co to je, plechovka?
Ano.
No, tak to je ostrý. Adolf. No nazdar. Tady ve studni.
He found an iron plaque with Adolf Hitler's image on it, a chilling artifact, considering the man's central role in starting and fueling World War II. Just look at how much one of these pieces is worth. And if that wasn't enough, he went on to find 2 more Mauser bayonets. I'm honestly so curious how all of these ended up there, probably tossed in during the war. But why would someone abandon their weapon?
Další.
Hej, no tak to je úžasný.
To je nádhera.
Tak to je nádhera. Další bude.
bajonet.
No tak to je pecka. Tak to je úžasný den. To je jsme věděli.
One thing I have to say to this guy.
You are in luck. There's a town about 3 miles that way. I'm sure you'll find a couple guys there.
Now that's what I call a truly lucky day of magnet fishing. I'm really curious what he plans to do with these finds. Will he go through the trouble of selling them or keep them as historical relics? What would you do in his place? I also noticed a few skeptical comments under the video. To be honest, I can't say with 100% certainty since I wasn't there myself. But personally, I believe these discoveries are real. If you think otherwise, feel free to share your thoughts and reasoning in the comments. The WWII channel comes straight from Romania, and these guys pretty much do it all, traveling all over the country, interviewing locals, metal detecting, and even magnet fishing. Basically, it's like a Romanian mix platter of YouTube content. Today, though, we're focusing on their magnet fishing adventures, specifically a video from about 6 years ago, where they pulled something quite unusual out of a well.
Salutare! Astăzi sunt cu 2 asistenți. Ia uitați-vă aici la ei. Deja și-a aruncat magnetul în fântână. Am plecat în căutare de fântâni.
Honestly, I usually skip this part. Jokes aside, they actually made a pretty interesting discovery. My question is, why would someone hide this particular object in a well? It's clearly been placed there intentionally.
Lucrează în echipă.
Păi nu trage sus ca să...
Da.
Și tu îmi bagi atâta, nu mai.
Încercăm să ajutăm magnetul cu găleata.
Lasă să se ducă găleata la fund sau ducă de sub. Hai, vină cu ea aici.
Hai.
Așa, chiar.
Aha,
și ridicăm și cu găleata.
Uite, unde-ți doi puterea crește.
De pe margine, de pe margine. De pe margine.
Ah, cât de palpitant este. Ușor, ușor băieți, haideți, 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 știu că puteți, știu că puteți. Să vedem ce e aici. Hai să vedem ce e aici.
Hai cu mănușii.
Hai. Ia să vedem ce e aici.
Era cu cărămidă, mă, era.
De asta era atât de grea. Dar de ce ar băga ăsta cu tot cu cărămidă într-o pungă?
Să ducă la fund, să nu stea la...
Ca să se ducă la fund, dar de ce?
A aruncat niște oameni. De ce? E ce?
If you've made it this far into the video, comment Old Well.
Ia să vedem ce e aici. Ce e ăsta? Foarte interesant de ce ar fi fost băgat într-o pungă. Deci asta oricum a fost băgat intenționat ca să stea pe fund, serios. Deci chiar nu știu ce e asta. Deci asta a fost băgat intenționat. Uitați cât mai pietroiu e aici. Că mai de asta nu aveam... Da, îl mai băgăm. Ia uitați cât mai pietroiu.
Asta e de aici.
Da, da. Dar ce-o fi ăsta?
Cred că e vorba lui gaze ceva.
Da?
Ori a fost furat.
Da, eu cred că... Nu, oricum, a fost băgat intenționat. Deci a fost piatră, ăsta.
From what I can tell, that looks exactly like a gas meter, and it seems like someone threw it into the well on purpose, even adding a rock to make sure it stayed down there for good. But wait a second, why would anyone want to hide a gas meter? I've got a theory. Maybe the person couldn't afford to pay the bill anymore and decided to solve the problem in a creative way. Otherwise, I really can't see the logic behind it. What do you think? Drop your opinion down below in the comments. You know those wells at historic monuments where people throw in coins, hoping for luck or for wishes to come true? Well, surprise, there are no fairies, no magic, just guys with magnets. The host of WWII Wendell looked at that well and didn't think about wishes. He thought about profit. Morale? Luck doesn't come from a wishing well. Luck comes when your magnet is strong enough to pull it out.
Keep them. These are somebody else's wishes. They're somebody else's dreams, Cal. You've got to try and get it through that mesh, look. Go on, Cal. Big drop now. Straight down. Just let go. Good throw. Oh, it's not very deep, is it? No, I thought it'd be like 30, 40 metres deep.
Damn.
Well, you've got loads of coins on there, though. So obviously any coins we find, we're going to throw straight back in. And if we do find anything interesting, there's a museum not very far from us. You pass the coins on to Ian and Ian can throw them back in. Oh, he's through though, you're through. There's a wasp buzzing around me that's going to get it in a minute. Wasps are not my friend. Oh my God. Well, if we were unscrupulous... How much think's on there, Ian?
I got a clue.
A pound.
Well, there's more than a pound on there, isn't there? Now, we've got a bit of a conundrum now. We weren't expecting to find that much. Should we put that in a charity box or should we throw it all straight back in?
I think we should put it back in.
Straight back in?
Yeah.
Honestly, I was ready to hate on this. Still, let's be real. That well belongs to a museum, not some public piggy bank. It feels a bit off to take coins people tossed in as their hopes or prayers. But I'll give them credit. They said they would throw the coins back into the well, and they actually did it on camera. Respect for that.
As we promised then, all the coins that we found, the people's wishes. So 1, 2, 3, back in, lads. All gone back in, look. The Wendell boys are honest. Did you make a wish?
Yeah.
What did you wish for?
Everyone gets a wish back.
Bigger things.
Now I just hope they didn't return just a few coins for the video, while secretly keeping the rest.
Nothing beats it.
History Seekers is a YouTube channel hosted by Heath and Scott, two explorers who travel across the US, uncovering pieces of the past through metal detecting, magnet fishing, and exploring historic sites. In one of their videos, they visit an old mansion once owned by the richest man in Mississippi back in the 1830s. The house met its end in 1864, when it was burned down by the US Army, since the owner was producing uniforms for the Confederacy, CSA. On that property, there's still an old well that dates back to that era, so the two decided to drop their magnet in and see what history might be hiding down there. I decided to include this discovery in today's episode because I genuinely need your help identifying what they found.
Yeah, like they have real fish.
A dip net?
A dip net, yeah. I'm gonna walk around over here.
All right, here she comes.
Hold up. I'm coming around. I can't see from this side.
All right, here we go.
You got it.
Look at that.
Something tells me.
Yeah, that needs a little work.
Needs a little work right there. Yeah, a little patching. Mike Kavanagh, this is all you, buddy.
My question is, what is this object? Unfortunately, the host didn't share too many details about it, but based on some research I did, at first glance, it looks like an old tank or part of some industrial equipment. But if you look closer, you can see it's oval-shaped, has a metal gauge or dial mounted on top, and shows signs of burning or heat exposure. That reddish-orange color is often seen on fire extinguishers or pressurized containers, which makes this even more intriguing. So I'm asking for your help in the comments. What do you think this object is?
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Nugget Noggin is a YouTube channel run by Michael, a guy who's been passionate about magnet fishing since he was just 12 years old. On his channel, you'll find everything from scuba diving to metal detecting, and honestly, his videos are pretty fascinating. Today, I want to show you one of his explorations, where he ventured out to an abandoned house deep in the woods. He drove there in his Jeep, and I'd bet anything that, judging by its condition, he probably found it during one of his earlier magnet fishing sessions.
Just a little bit dirty.
A little bit.
That's right. Oh, the door's stuck. Woo, look at all that dust. So we're going through the woods.
Do you see the state of that roof? There's no way it hasn't spent some serious time underwater. Once he arrived at the abandoned house, he found a very old well, which looked like the perfect spot to test his magnet.
Oh, wow. Look at this place. Oh, there's the well right there, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. That is deep. I'm not getting any closer. That is a huge well. Like, wow. You can't even see the bottom until you get almost all the way over top of it. Putting the camera over. That is like 80 feet deep. Wow. That's dangerous.
That well looks extremely dangerous. If you're walking through that area without paying attention, you could easily fall right in. Good thing the guys were careful. So they got to work and started magnet fishing.
All right, so coming up, first round. Let's see what we have, if anything. What is that? It looks like you killed a bug or something. You never know what's going to be in a well, though. Just to make sure.
As you can see, nothing really stuck to the magnet this time, but that's not why I wanted to show you this clip. Next, he drops a GoPro with a flashlight into the well to see what's down there. I found it super interesting to get a look inside a well that's hundreds of years old. Who knows what could be hiding at the bottom?
Magnificent. All right, so we're about to go down and see what's in the well. All right, stop a little bit above it when you get down there a little closer so you can get like a good view of it. Can you hear me? What do y'all see down there? We can't really tell from up here, it's kind of small. Yeah, it's not a human. It looks like a bird. Wow, the whole place is lit up.
It's a turkey buzzard.
Looks like a buzzard. An old brick, a bottle.
Wow, that's actually really cool. Notice that smooth transition from green moss and grass to solid stone. It looks like the well's been dry for a long time. No water down there anymore. And wait, is that a bird at the bottom? Poor thing. How did it end up there? Normally, birds can just fly out. If it were a sheep or another animal without wings, that would make sense. But this is just bizarre. And speaking of sheep, I've seen something similar before. Make sure you subscribe.